I think as you guys pretty much can see about the title of this is involving a lot of QBs. And the QBs, and today's QBs are actually some really ones that pretty much, it's going to be a lot. So anyways, this is going to be a lot to really go ahead and go over. Without further ado, let's go ahead and really get into this whole thing. So today, we have just gotten a lot of news. We pretty much have found out that we are going to see some good news and some crazy news. So first of all, let's get on to pretty much the good news of this whole thing. And this goes ahead and this really involves pretty much Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Now, this situation has pretty much been in murky waters for pretty much about a couple of years now. But now that Aaron Rodgers is pretty much, but now we found something. So you have just found out that Aaron Rodgers has confirmed he's probably going to be coming back to the Packers. And from what pretty much a certain somebody that goes by the name of Ian Rappaport said, it is pretty much was a 4-year, $184 million deal. Which, well, not 184, 4 years, $200 million. A lot of money for a 38-year-old QB. So that's pretty much. This is from Pat McAfee. That Adam Schefter went ahead. He also went ahead and he reconfirmed. And we also found out that in response to the Aaron Rodgers contract extension that's gonna be due, we're also gonna go ahead and we're gonna see the Green Bay Packers in response go ahead and tag pretty much their franchise wide receiver in Davante Adams. So that's pretty much the first order of business that went ahead and was knocked out of the way. But it won't be pretty much the last. So now that we basically have saw really both sides really go, and really confirm from the Packers side, we have some other news. So another thing to go ahead and really look at is that pretty much goes ahead and really results really a few things. So first, the Cowboys also went ahead and they announced that they restructured Dak's contract and Zach Martin's contract to save $22 million in salary cap space, which will basically help them trying to go ahead and basically franchise tag Dalton Schultz. And yeah, the chart, and it turns out that pretty much that we also are seeing that from the Chargers that that they also are going to go ahead and really make an extension for pretty much their wide receiver 2. Well, trying to make him like a wide receiver 1, but still. And that pretty much we're going to be seeing pretty much the extension of wide receiver Mike Williams, their first round pick from 2018. He's getting a 3-year, $60 million contract, so that's going to be some good news. But the biggest trade that basically is going to go ahead and is going to have of the day is we're going to get to in a bit. The Bucks are going to franchise tag Chris Godwin. The Titans will not be playing the franchise tag on outside linebacker and pass rushing babyface Harold Landry. But today's video is but today we're gonna go ahead and really talk about the main focus of this video. So I'm pretty sure some of you guys aren't really aware of, really without a doubt, the most electrifying trade in all of sports entertainment today. No, it wasn't very much The Rock going ahead and really getting signed to SmackDown, because he's retired from WWE. Anyways, let's go ahead and let's get actually to pretty much the actual trade. This is pretty much being confirmed here that the Denver Broncos went ahead and they made a trade. And this trade here is really, really, really crazy. And this is pretty much, first of all, I'm going to make this mainly this is from Bleacher Report and from Adam Schefter. After recent negotiations in one of the largest trades in NFL history, the Seahawks and Denver Broncos have agreed to in terms and following a deal that will be sending pretty much one of the best QBs throughout this past decade, Russell Wilson, to the Broncos. And the info about this trade will pretty much be pending a physical and, of course, the approval of Russell Wilson. The trade, according to Schefter, the trade gives Denver the quarterback it has sought since Peyton Manning retired, and it gives Seattle a foundational wood to rebuild without the quarterback who led the season with their own Super Bowl title. So, with this one here, let's see what we went ahead and we saw here. So, Denver acquiring Russell Wilson has something to do with the Aaron Rodgers situation. Denver manager George Patton initiated trade shots with Seattle for Wilson about at least 2 weeks ago. But yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and really see this, and we're gonna see the official trade package. So Seattle is going to go ahead and really, they're getting a lot for this trade. And I think they're getting an absolute steal, and that is they're going ahead. Well, what Seattle will be trading to Denver is going to be Russell Wilson and a 4th round pick, which isn't much, but what the Seahawks do get back is what really startles me a bit, and that is they're going ahead and they're going to trade pretty much 2 first round picks, 2 second round picks, and a 5th round pick. So 5 picks in total. And also, the Seattle also gets defensive lineman Shelby Harris. They get tight end Noah Fant and quarterback Drew Lock. So, if anything about this, this is pretty much without a doubt the craziest news. And it's time to go ahead and basically go into my hot take about this whole thing. And that is really, what's the fact that the idea of this trade is really, it's really crazy. Like, the Broncos are going all in, because I think really the response to this whole thing was literally just they saw what Von Miller did as soon as he got traded. And I think this went ahead and this really was just like, hey yo, what? No way. Like they're just right now thinking, ain't no way. Which, if you're basically the Seahawks, if you basically are the Broncos, I really can't blame you. I mean, But then again, they're also going ahead and they're making pretty much a really risky trade, just considering the fact that literally the quarterback they're trading, yeah, he basically all he did, he was a Pro Bowl. Once again, he was a Pro Bowl QB, respectably. He did miss some time due to pretty much to pretty much injuring, to pretty much breaking his finger, which really questions what 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 will happen. So we also went ahead and will be confirming about from something from Aaron Rodgers is that he's gonna be heading back to Green Bay, but back to the Russell Wilson trade because that's more important. He This is pretty much a trade that's gone ahead and basically will see him as the first quarterback to start for a team that he beat in the Super Bowl. And the craziest part about this one is just pretty much the reactions. I think the craziest reaction actually goes ahead and comes from Broncos wide receiver Jerry Jeudy, who earlier he was down to go ahead and basically have Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay. I mean, let's face it, you're playing with the reigning MVP. Heck yeah. But yeah, when he finding out about pretty much the hell Aaron Rodgers is, I got Judy pretty much annoyed. He went ahead and he basically just tweeted out with pretty much went ahead and he tweeted out a bit of an emoji. Just was like, bruh. And then pretty much that was pretty much literally just finding out about the Aaron Rodgers contract extension. He was I think he just got annoyed. He's like, yeah, all those trade talk rumors just to go ahead and we got snubbed. You got jit, really? So so he basically just went ahead and he tweeted out an annoyed face, which is like, bruh. And then literally an hour later, he went ahead. He basically tweeted out pretty much what he thought of the whole Russell Wilson trade, and he's like, "Oh, we lit." He's like, "You know what? If we gonna go home, we got a QB out of this. That's a win." I went from like bruh to oh, we lit, we good, we good. Never mind, never mind. So yeah, while I do think that pretty much the whole Aaron Rodgers contract situation and all that stuff pretty much is like the start focal points. The part that goes ahead, and I think, if I were to also give pretty much the Russell Wilson trade, I'd go ahead and I'd give it pretty much a C. And the reason why I'm saying this is that one, Russell Wilson's like 33 ish. Like basically, I think the Broncos are trying to make this season really boom or bust. And luckily, they do have the wide receivers to go ahead and really do this. I mean, that's it. This is the same team that went ahead and basically they have no they have Noah Fant. Well, okay, not Noah Fant anymore because he's going to Seattle. But they have Jerry Jeudy. They have Cortland Sutton. They have KJ Hamler. They literally have the players to work with. It's like basically they have the players. But it's really just the fact that one, you're going ahead and training for a quarterback that, yes, he does want to win another Super Bowl. He's trying to reach back to those glory days. He's trying to basically prove that basically that early Super Bowl that he won back in the day was he also went and he had a key part in it, and which he did originally, but he wants to go ahead and basically want to master his little skill set. Basically, he wants to pretty much have how more visionary to how Aaron Rodgers went ahead and he's been able to go ahead and basically win a Super Bowl. And with this being said, this also makes literally pretty much the AFC, like literally the Broncos, more competitive as a team. And the AFC West in general is way different. I mean, this is now the same. This is now a division that not only has Patrick Mahomes, and not only do they have Justin Herbert, they also went ahead and they also have Russell Wilson added to the mix and Derek Carr. If you ask me, you just make the AFC very much is now more stacked, and the Seahawks, they're going to be going ahead and they're probably going to be they're going into a rebuild mode. And which, like I said, I'd be alright with it. But then again, I don't know. I think it's just really just a crazy trade that you're going ahead and you're really making. So let me know what you guys think about this whole thing. Who do you think won the trade? Who do you think lost it? Who do you think went ahead and just got an absolute W of the day? If you ask me, I think we basically have seen loud and clear that in the short run, basically it looks like it's pretty much is the Broncos. But in the long run, it could be Seattle. So we shall see. Besides that, this has been Chaostopia, and I'll basically will see you guys in my next video. Peace out. Saddle up. Saddle out. Peace out. Let's go.